morning everyone. Happy 8th of July. How are you all today? Hope you're all doing well and that you're having a really lovely day. Today I am good. I am just getting myself ready. I've got breakfast on the table, so I'm going to eat that. Then I need to go upstairs and get dressed, and then we'll again leave the house about 6:30. Fingers crossed. Keep your fingers and toes crossed that the traffic isn't too bad today. Rob has warned me that Tuesdays are the worst day, so here we go. Plus, the nice thing is that his friend from work has offered him a lift home today and tomorrow, so that's going to free me up quite nicely, and then I'll do Thursday, Friday. That's such a huge help. It's so nice. You know, I'm just overwhelmed by the kindness of everybody. People I don't know, your wonderful selves, my parents, just overwhelming to say the least. So yeah, just feeling very blessed this morning. The sun is out, so it's going to be quite a sunny drive. That'll be nice, right? First thing in the morning, my arm's not ready to be holding something. It's very weird. Anyway, I am doing a little bit of knitting before I go get myself dressed. 3 guesses as to what it is. But I have started splitting for the sleeves. So happy that I got to that stage. The short rows were really interesting actually, because I didn't know how short rows would work on brioche, and actually in my head it works exactly the same way as if it was a knitted garment, just a plain knitted garment. So you do your German short rows on the either knit or purl stitch. So with brioche you have one stitch that you slip and you yarn over, and then you have a stitch depending on what side of the work you're on, or with knitting in the round you have to do a knit round and a purl round, because essentially with brioche you're knitting the first row and then the second row, so each full row takes 2 rows. That's the best way I can explain it. But yes, so every stitch that you're slipping for German short row is one you've either just knitted or purled. So in that sense, it kind of works the same. So I was really fascinated by that, to be honest, and I have just done the short row shaping. I'll show you it properly later, but I was fascinated by it and it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, so that was great. I don't know why I'm crossing my fingers, but yeah, it worked all right. So I've just split one sleeve and then I just need to split for the second sleeve. Then I think it is literally, yeah, working just in plain brioche. I say plain brioche, just working in brioche until it's long enough. That's proper exciting. Anyway, I'm going to eat my breakfast, then I'm going to get dressed, get Rob to work, get home and get back to work. So I'll speak to you all in a little bit. Hello everyone, I am home. I've been working for a little bit, but I just wanted to get on the computer, get started. It's about 9:30 now. The journey was fine this morning, really happy. On the way back, I did see a lot of heavy traffic coming the way I'd just come. So I think leaving at 6:30 in the morning is the way forward, because we seem to be missing all the traffic so far, so that's great. But yeah, it went fine this morning. I'm slowly getting used to the drive, so that's good. Rob has also, I don't know if I've said this, but Rob has also managed to get a lift home tonight and tomorrow. It's great news. So yeah, I'm just down here making myself a cup of tea and watching the shenanigans that are happening outside. So our house is at the top of the road. It's only a short road, not many houses in this little estate, and it's bin day today. So one of the neighbours is also having some garden work done. It's been very exciting. The lovely men who are doing the work, I've chatted to them a couple of times, they're really nice, and one of them used to be a bin man, so he keeps bringing our bins up the drive for us once the bin men have been, because he's like, once a bin man, always a bin man, so he's really nice. But yeah, so the skips just arrived, and so have the bin men. So it's not the biggest road in the world, so it's quite entertaining when things like that happen. It's like, oh, I wonder how people are going to manoeuvre around the limited space. But yeah, that's the excitement I get. Look, I don't get out much. So there you have it. But yeah, so I'm just, as I say, down here for a cuppa. I'm going to put some laundry on as well. And yeah, I have also picked up my stocking. So my Nightmare Before Christmas stocking. I know one of your lovely selves said that you're going to start making the snake from the Nightmare Before Christmas knitting book. You'll love it. It's such a joy to make. I enjoyed it so much and I'm so happy that I have it. So yeah, I believe you said it was going to be a gift, but yeah, you'll enjoy it immensely. It's wonderful. Yes, so today is going to be pretty much working, same as yesterday. Tomorrow is my flexi day, but what I've said is I'm going to work a little bit more hours tomorrow than I would normally. I usually do about an hour and a half. But I'm going to do a little bit more just to give me a little bit of a buffer for any days if there are traffic. Or, for example, I think I need to take Rob to the doctors possibly next week, and then take him to work after the doctors. So that's going to be waiting around at the doctors with him and then taking him to work and then coming home. So that's going to be that's going to eat into my working day, basically, is what I'm trying to say there. So if I can get a little bit of time in the bank with work, we're on to a winner. So yeah, well that's how I'm thinking of it. Oh, it's a beautiful day. The birds are out. I'm gonna do some laundry, as I said. Cup of tea. Yeah, it's fine. Everything is fine. Yeah, there's not a lot of crafty things to show you today, I'm afraid. Hopefully I'll have a bit more work done on some of my projects when I have my lunch today. But yeah, other than that, I'm trying to think what I'm doing the weekend. I don't think I'm doing much the weekend, which is good news. Rather happy about that. But yes, hope you're all doing well. I know I've already asked you, but I'm asking you again. Hope you're all doing well. Right, I better get this cuppa done. All the Skip's leaving. How exciting. I've missed all the drama. Anyway, cup of tea time and I'll speak to you in a bit. Hello everyone. A quick afternoon check-in for you all. I am feeling a little bit grumpy today. I don't know if you can tell, but I have been picking my face, so I put a plaster on my face because I don't think you wanted to see it bleeding. It's fine, it's just I was a little aggressive with a spot that I had. We all do it, right? I mean, if you don't, let me know your secret because I am terrible at it. But anyway, yes, I'm feeling a little bit grumpy today because I've realised that my time is very limited now. So I was trying to figure out how to fit my exercising in. I can't do it in the morning anymore. So I used to go out, when I was running anyway, I used to go out in the morning for a run, which I can't do anymore because it's going to be too hot by the time I get home. And plus, the hours I'm working, I'm starting work as soon as I get home and then I'm working until about 4 o'clock. So it kind of shortens the day because then I have to leave to go and get Rob at 4:45. So yeah, it really shortens the day and it makes that window for me to be able to do my exercise a lot smaller. So what I figured is that if Rob is getting a lift home from work, what is stopping me exercising? Nothing is the answer. Nothing. So buck up is what I'm telling myself. Get the bike out the garage, set it up, and then when I finish work, I can go on my bike for half an hour or something just to get those limbs going. It's far too hot for me to go out running at the minute. I would say I'm a fair weather runner, but I love running in the rain. I love it. I don't know if you're the same, but the heat and the sun, not a fan. The rain, glorious. Yes, I love it. Anyway, I also have a number of things to show you crafty-wise, so don't worry, there will be some crafty goodness coming towards the latter end of the video, but for now, I'm going to get my bike, I'm going to set it up so that, well, by the time I finish work, everything will be ready for me, but I am just downstairs in the kitchen once again because I'm doing a cuppa. So I thought, while the kettle's boiling, nip out, get the bike, take it upstairs, at least it's there ready for me to just whack on the trainer and then I can just go, so that's going to be great. But anyway, yeah, I am going to stop moaning and get this kettle boiling and get this bike indoors. Speak to you in a bit.
afternoon everyone, that is me here for my final check-in of today. I had a fantastic time on my bike this afternoon. It was just what the doctor ordered. It has lifted my mood and I'm right as rain once again. What am I like? It's ridiculous. I have just had a shower, so that is why my hair is wet and I'm in my pyjamas. I mean, it's what? Nearly 5:15. Look, I like my comfies all right. Perfect treat for the afternoon, so I'm really, really happy. Right, before I get stuck into all the crafty goodness that I have to show you, I've got 2 items to show you that I've been working on, both of which have had a nice chunk done, so I'm super excited to show you them. Before I do, I wanted to say that I know that one of your wonderful selves has started up a YouTube channel, and you're doing Vlogmas in July. So the wonderful Gary, I will link your channel below. Thank you so much, Gary, for commenting on, I think it was yesterday's video, and dropping your link to your latest episode. I was struggling to find your channel, I do have to admit, so I'm really happy that you've done that because it means that I could find you and I now have subscribed. So I am just letting you all know his channel is linked below and he's got 2 episodes out. They're brilliant. As I said, doing Vlogmas in July, and I believe you're doing daily filming, but then you're doing a week video. So it's a week in one video. They're fantastic. I highly recommend checking him out. Show him some support. He's one of us. So yeah, really happy that you dropped that link. Thank you so, so much. And I really wanted to give you a shout out to try and help boost your channel because it's going to be fantastic and you're good in front of the camera, so have faith in yourself. It's going to be fantastic and I'm super excited to see what you've got to give in the future, and I'm looking forward to watching more, so keep it coming. Right, now on to the crafty goodness, and I have a number of projects, as I said, to show you. So the first one that I have to show you is this, and you've seen this many, many times because I can't put it down, but this is the lovely, if I can get it right, Belladon sweater by, I've paused at the wrong place, the Belladon sweater by Along Avec Anna. If I turn that around, you can see where I got to the last time I showed you. So I was here, there we go, I was here. So you can see that I've done a fair amount. It is a bit deceiving though, because this is the back and this is where the short row shaping is. So there are more rows done on the back than there are on the front. So if I level it out a bit, there we go, you can see, how am I going to hold that? Let me do that, let me pinch, hang on, bear with, oh, let me do it here, pinch, there we go. So you can see that the back is raised a little bit, there's some short row shaping, and there's some random yarn here because I have split for those sleeves. Really happy. As I said earlier, I loved doing those short rows on the brioche, and if I hold that up to show you, it's so neat and lovely. I am very, very impressed. You wouldn't be able to tell where those short row shaping bits are. So I'm really happy with that. And as I said earlier, it was just so much fun to do. I mean, I can't even see where I've done them. Oh no, I think I've seen one. Is that one? I don't know, is the answer to that. I think that's one. But yeah, you just wouldn't be able to tell. I reckon if you look really, really closely, you probably could, but it's all good. But anyway, that's where we're at the minute. We are slowly, slowly looking like a sweater. No, I think the sleeves will be all right, actually. I'm a bit nervous about the sleeves being a little bit tight. No, I don't think they will be, actually, doing that. I think they'll be all right. Yeah, it's always a bit of a nervous thing because I've said this many a times. I don't like sleeves that cut too high up in my armpit. I don't think many people do, to be fair, but I'm loving this project so much. I feel like a broken record at this point, but I do highly recommend it. It's lovely. But that's where I'm at with it. So as I say, split for the sleeves, and now all I'm doing is working the body. It's coming along quite quick, which is very impressive for me. But there you have it. I think it's just because, as I've said many times, sorry, it's a joy to knit. So that is the Belladon sweater by Along Avec Anna. The other item that I did some work on today, hold on, is in here, and that is my Christmas stocking by Jessie Ostermiller that is Nightmare Before Christmas inspired. So if I turn this round, you can see that is where I showed you the last time. So I've finished that ribbing, I've bound off, and I've even done the I-cord loop. So I just need to sew that in, and then that's the little I-cord loop. I think on my one, I actually made the I-cord loop a bit longer, but I think that'll be fine. It'll be all right. So then once I've sewn that down, I do have a lot of ends to sew in. I'll show you the inside. Well, a little bit of the inside, just to give you an idea of my floats. There we go. I have been working really, really hard this year on my colour work, and I've been really trying to get my floats to be a lot neater so that my colour work is a lot neater. And I think I'm doing rather a good job, if I do say so myself. So there's Jack Skellington in the reverse. I do have a lot of, as I said, a lot of ends that I do need to sew in, so I'll sew those in as well. But the other thing that I need to do, if I fold this that way, you can see there is a dark green line going across here. That is for my forethought heel, so I need to take the stitches and put a needle at the bottom, needle at the top, and then I need to knit the, well, take the green yarn out and then knit the heel. So that is the next thing I have to do, big thing anyway, on this. And then that's pretty much done once I've sewn in all those ends. But we all know what I'm like with ends. I was thinking of doing a live video maybe on a Sunday and call it Sunday Sewing. Just to sew in ends. We could all sit down together and sew in ends. Let me know what you think to that idea, and I'll see if I can accommodate, you know, I'll see if I can set that up. But yeah, I just thought it was a little quirky idea that I had. And as I said, we all know what I'm like with ends. I could do with getting them sewn in, and yeah, why not do it with company, right? But yes, so that is the, oh, hang on, that's out of this book. Nightmare Before Christmas, the official knitting guide to Halloween Town and Christmas Town. And I have shown you this before, but I'm just going to quickly show you. It's these Christmas stockings that I've been doing by Jessie Ostermiller. Loving them. It is a gift, so this is going to be great. This will be one gift off the list. And I will be sitting down at some point to assess how many gnomes I need to make. 2 of them are earmarked for certain family members, so that's great. But yeah, as I say, I've got quite a large family and we're all very, very close. So I need to figure out how many gnomes I actually do need to make and see if that is realistic, especially now. But I might actually sit and do a bit of knitting on my gnome today, possibly this afternoon. I've got to make, once I'm finished here, I'll edit, get this up to yourselves. I'm making tea tonight, so I've got some chicken out and then I'll whip something together. Why did I struggle with that word? Whip something together, and that'll be great. I think Rob will be home probably either between 15:15 and 6:30, so I've got a bit of time to get everything sorted, which is lovely. What else do I have for you? Yes, I was going to say, so tomorrow is my flexi day. I'm taking Rob to work, and then I think, if I remember correctly, he's got a lift home tomorrow, which is grand, which means that I can crack on with loads of stuff tomorrow. That's my hope. As I said, I thought there was a wasp inside the house then. I was going to say that's a bit cheeky. But as I said earlier, I've lost my train of thought. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I think goldfish live in my head. It's just, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm hoping to be able to get a lot more crafty stuff done, but I am going to be working in the morning. I'm going to do a couple more hours than I normally do, just to give me a bit of buffer in terms of hours and everything that's been happening. Rob does have his doctor's appointment. It's on Thursday, so I will finish work early and go and collect him early, take him to the doctor's and then bring him home. So that's going to be a long day. So Thursday there won't be a video. There will be tomorrow, so Wednesday, but Thursday there won't be a video. I watch this space for Friday, because Friday is going to be the first proper drop off and collect at the normal times for Rob. So I don't know what that looks like yet. So I don't know what kind of wiggle room I've got in terms of filming, in terms of editing and uploading. So bear with me on that one. If there is a video on Friday, it will be a late upload. So it will probably upload overnight and it'll be with you on Saturday morning. I am going to film at the weekend? Of course I am, and I will take you along with me. So hopefully it will resume as normal, so vlogging every day, and I will just update you as I go, because there are a couple more things happening. I know Thursday next week I can't do either because I'm at a funeral. So yeah, there's little things happening here and there, and I will update you as and when. But tomorrow there is a vlog. This Thursday there won't be a vlog, and I'll be back on Friday. So those are just the next 3 days. Anyway, enough waffling. I hope you've had a lovely day. I will leave that there. So thank you so much for watching. As always, please check below for Gary's channel. I hope that you will go over and show him some love and support. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.